You have no idea what white people do to us black children in their homes or are adopted. A lot of us need a lifetime of mental health services. And I'm making this video because there's some things I have to get off my chest and to never talk about again, but it's abuse that not only I, but a lot of black children face being brought into these white homes. I had my first beer at, I don't think, 5 years old, because my adoptive father thought it would be funny to have me take a sip of beer to go with my medication. I also remember my older adopted brother thinking it was funny that I was so malnourished I would sit there and just eat cat shit. And he laughed about that with his friends. I remember that. I remember taking showers with my older adopted brother at an age, at a young age when that was completely inappropriate. But of course, then I didn't see anything wrong with it. But now as an adult, I definitely see things wrong with it. And just my adopted mother just coming in at night and just giving me unwanted affection, stuff like that. And all of this comes at you, and you don't know how to handle it because, like, you're just. Besides the things that I talked about in my other videos, just the non-backing when you experience racism. That was later, but this was just the first things that I experienced. And I didn't know that those things were so wrong because I was young. And man, their story's worse than mine. There has to be just a huge investigation into these white homes adopting black children because there are horror stories out there. Luckily for me, I survived and I turned my trauma into music. But a lot of black children who are adopted or just black people or whatever aren't so fortunate. So I think there has to be restitution. For instance, any white family determined to be abusing their adopted black child, either physically, emotionally, spiritually, or culturally, and yes, I mean what I said, should have their natural family split up. They should pay restitution to the adult adoptee, and they should face serious jail time. Punishment is the only way that's going to stop the abuse, because black children being put into these white homes, these degenerate white homes, have no protection. And these white adoptive families are not screened. Another part, any state institution caught targeting black families for removal of their children in an unbalanced way over other families should be forced to pay restitution not only to that original family, but the children taken away, and also be forced to provide a lifetime of mental health services for that child or children taken away or that original family. We need some serious restitution because the damage that is done lasts a lifetime. The trauma that is done lasts a lifetime. Keep in mind that we're still dealing with the primal wound, the separation from our birth mothers, and we have to deal with this additional trauma to where I think a lot of white adoptive families think they can do whatever they want, like we're some type of toy, like we're theirs, and we are human beings with rights. Even as children, black children don't deserve the abuse at the hands of a lot of these degenerate white adoptive families. So I had to get that off my chest. And I feel a lot better. And of course, there's other instances of abuse that black people face culturally, as in just being their culture being ignored because culture has a lot to do with their identity, and just being whitewashed, stuff like that. So that's what I mean by cultural. And physical abuse, that's self-explanatory. Sexual abuse, a lot of black children face tons of sexual abuse in these homes, and it's not being talked about in these white homes. Spiritual abuse, just being forced to practice religion that historically has had no good intentions for black people, and mentally being gaslit, just not being listened to when they talk about racism, just treating their white children in a different tier than the black child, just mental abuse, stuff like that. This has all got to be just opened up all over the country. Because like I said, there are a lot of black children with worse stories than mine that didn't make it, that either committed suicide as adults or in jail because they don't know how to deal with the trauma. Okay. Thanks for listening.